It's Todd Gross here, and again we're here with Jeff Mills, who has graciously accepted my invitation to join us and to allow us to tap into what is really making quite a stir in the marketplace, especially when it comes to Solavei. And if you are not familiar with what Solavei is, we are going to do a little recap because most of us here are already enjoying some of the fruits of our labors when it comes to Solavei, but some others are just finding out about it, and we're going to be telling you all about what that is as well, in addition to Jeff Mills's incredible marketing system. All right, folks are still piling in at the current moment, but we want to get underway, so we'll take it slow at first. We'll be explaining Solavei with Jeff. Jeff, I met for the first time officially when I was out at the big Solavei party on the 25th of September. And, you know, just sitting near Jeff, I was learning things. It's hard to explain, but he's one of my mentors when it comes to internet marketing, network marketing. I've known about him for years and years. Then, of course, we've worked on webinars together since then. So what happened was on September 19th, it was exactly September 19th, I got an email from Jeff introducing a really high-end, amazing marketing system that was going to help us with our Solavei business. And I got all excited that he was making this offer, and then as soon as I got in there, boom, it was closed. So a lot of the members on my team said, hey, wait a minute, we want in. And we weren't really able to do that. So what we did is we came up with something that was incredible all over again. A brand new leads package is going to be infused into Jeff's system. But before I start talking too much, let's get right over to Jeff, who's going to tell us more about Solavei, then more about what his system can do and why it's so important that we're all here tonight. Jeff?
Hey, Todd, can you hear me okay?
You're perfect.
Awesome. Well, good evening, everybody. Thanks for having me here. And let me just say a few things about you, Todd. First of all, you're a guy I look up to a lot, too, because I think when it comes to video marketing and the stuff that you've done, I've seen a lot of products that you've created and a lot of great products. And I even have bought your stuff, man, to learn about internet marketing, and the way you do videos is really inspiring. So we're here to learn. You know, I always tell people, you know, I used to be a youth pastor, and so I always used to teach my other youth pastor students who are looking, you know, to be in the field that we all get milk from the same cow. You just got to churn your own butter, okay? It's just a great visual, you know, illustration to share with you guys that we are getting the same information some way from the same person somehow, but you got to add your own, you know, your own mojo to it, your own juice to it, and that just be you. And the power of being you is going to allow you guys to make a phenomenal income with what we've got, you know, together for you with the Solavei business opportunity and the all-you-can-eat mobile prospecting and presentation system, which we're going to share with you guys here tonight. Now, some of you have been previously on another webinar where I launched this to a private exclusive group that I have. Some of you are already a part of this team, so congratulations for those of you who took action then. Many of you here today, I'm going to say majority of you, this is going to be something you're seeing and hearing for the very first time. Some of you, as Todd mentioned, are already in Solavei. You're already rocking it, which is awesome. There's also people here looky-loos, right? Some looky-loos and looky-loosies on this call going like, what is this Solavei thing? What's it all about? You know, I've heard about it. I've seen it in Facebook. All these people are talking about it. And I'm just going to break it down for you guys with a real short presentation. It's going to take, you know, probably 20 minutes to get through it. But I want to just show you, for those of you who are brand new getting started or just looking at getting started, what it's all about and how you can profit with this amazing technology. So here's what the call is going to endeavor today. We're going to go through a quick presentation. What is Solavei? We're going to talk about the product of what Solavei is. We're going to talk about our compensation plan and how you guys can get paid. And then we're going to show you a marketing and training system. We're going to give you an overview on a system you can use that's going to allow you to grow your Solavei business very hands-off, very elegantly, you know, ethically, and just streamline your marketing processes so you're not out there, you know, hammering and chasing people, which often the case may be. You're out always trying to chase people, and you know, let's be honest. If you've seen the Solavei marketing plan, their website, it's fantastic. There's like, it's a Cadillac, you know, but we've built something that's the space shuttle. Okay, like literally, the space shuttle. This thing is going to launch your business into the stratosphere. And as much as I like what Solavei's done with their own corporate websites, there's a few things they left us without, any help that we can't change. So we had to develop something that was going to be a little bit above that and a step away from that to make it easier and simpler for you guys. We're going to make a very special offer at the end of this webinar that you need to make sure you do not leave this webinar, because if you leave this webinar, you might not be able to get back in, and we're going to do a very special lead grab. It's going to be available to the first 100 people who take action at the very end of this webinar, and we'll explain to you guys what this offer is going to be. And so you don't want to go anywhere. You want to listen to this entire presentation all the way through. So what is Solavei? It's something that was started by Ryan Wersch out of Bellevue, Washington, and Solavei means sun, and the Vei part of Sola means vein. And you put the two words together, it means sun in your veins. And I like to say it's sun in your soul. It's just being charged. It's being a light. It's being somebody who radiates with joy and exuberance, because you've got something that the whole America needs, which is low-cost mobile phone service at a price you can't get anywhere else in America. And this company is built on a foundation of relationships. It's talking to people in your spheres of influence that you can just share this simple message with them about helping them get rid of their mobile phone bills and actually getting paid by a mobile phone company that's allowing this thing to explode by word of mouth all over America. And you can be a part of this amazing system and amazing team. Just imagine if T-Mobile and Facebook and Amazon all merged together and formed one company. Well, that's what Solavei is, if you really look at it from that perspective. You've got a great mobile phone company. You've got a great social connecting company. And you've got a way that you can make affiliate income like you can with Amazon.com by starting your own wireless company. Now, when I was a kid, I'll just be real brief about this story, but it's important. When I was a kid, I guess like 18 years old, that's how old I was when I was still a kid when I was 18, right? Anyone younger than us, they're a kid. And anyway, 18 years old, I was smart enough to realize that, wow, there's these new cell phone companies popping up everywhere. And wouldn't it be great if I could have my own cell phone company, and every person I signed up, I got a little piece of the action, a little piece of that residual, monthly bill they're paying. Because I figured once people get started with a mobile phone company, they're not going to ditch it, and they're going to stay with it for the longest period of time. I was with Verizon for 12 years, you guys. And imagine if I was Verizon and I had that residual income for 12 years off of my particular mobile phone bill. Well, that reality is now, this image and story has now become a reality, because this is now the truth. You can now start your own wireless company, get people hooked on a fantastic wireless company, and you can get residual overrides every time you sign up 3 people in this program. So let's get into the content and just show you guys that Solavei is expanding their message all across America, and they're doing a tour in the next 2 months from October and November. They're going to hit many different cities across America, and I highly recommend, if you're anywhere near driving distance from any of the cities you see here, Tulsa, Oklahoma. They're going to be in Tulsa this Friday on the 12th. They're going to be in Tampa, Florida on the 19th, and then they're going to be in Miami. They're going to be in San Juan, Puerto Rico on the 20th, and they're going to be in Miami. It's not listed here, but Miami on the 21st, and then Raleigh, New Jersey, Atlanta, Austin, LA, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Salt Lake, Seattle. If you can get to these cities when they do this little launch party in each of these cities, you're going to see some things you've never ever seen before in your life, in a way a company takes care of its distributors and shows them a good time. Right, Todd? I mean, both Todd and I got to party our brains out in Seattle. And just real quick, Todd, I'll just have you come out. What was some of the things that impressed you about this launch party that Solavei threw on the 21st when they rocked the EMP or whatever that place was called there that we were at in Seattle? What was your overall impression of that?
Yeah, it was the EMP. Well, I mean, everything is class with these guys. I mean, that's how I got interested in it in the first place. Was the biggest companies were involved. They were throwing all kinds of money at it. And then the biggest players in internet marketing started to get involved, including you. And when you see the caliber of people, and you see the type of care that they are giving, you know that it's something special, that these guys are in for the long haul. So when we went down there, and then all of a sudden they rent out the entire EMP Music Museum, I mean, I have to admit, I was just overwhelmed looking around and just with my mouth pretty much open, and CeeLo Green comes on the stage, and then Stephen Baldwin, was it? And he just walked right by me, and I'm like a little kid running after him. Here I've been on television for over 20 years, and I'm running after him, you know. And everybody's dressed up, and everybody's, you know, dancing, and we're right at the base. You've got to picture this. Right at the base of the Space Needle is where this thing was, okay? With this purple carpet coming out, with these bouncer-type guys and these photographers, and everybody dressed up. I mean, it was really so Hollywoodish. It was very surreal, let's put it that way. And they did it, you know, as an appreciation for the people in Solavei that were leaders, that were succeeding. And it's not hard to succeed. And, you know, I just can't wait to see what they do when they roll out this tour. And, of course, they have a Hawaii vacation that they're also throwing in there in January for those leaders as well.
Yeah, this is a company that's first class, and I've never been a part of what I've seen. I mean, literally, the Seattle event was $1 million event, you guys. They spent literally $1 million to put that thing on, fly us all out there, and bring in the big stars, and wined and dined us, all you could drink, all you could eat. I mean, it was first class. So I imagine that the I Am Solavei tour is going to give you hopefully a big or a small taste of what we saw in Seattle. And so bring people with you to these cities, and you will see your business in Solavei explode. So let's go into more content here. I do want to give you guys a little bit of a full presentation. So let's talk about what Solavei is, its products, and its services. So imagine if you could get unlimited data, text, and talk, okay? What would that be like if your cell phone company gave you unlimited talk time, never running out of minutes? It gave you unlimited text messages, and then you could surf the internet without ever being charged an overage fee. Wouldn't that be cool? And then what if that company let you do this on the fastest 4G network in America? When I say fast, if many of you are on 3G phones right now, you think that's fast. Oh my gosh, wait till you bump up to 4G and you start streaming movies and watching things on the internet that's faster than your cable DSL modems at your house. I'm not kidding. And then we allowed 96% of America to have access to all this and actually get unlimited data, text, talk on the fastest 4G network. Would that be something you guys want to know more about and how to get? Because if you do, you're in the right place today. Let's compare where this is going, because right now there's a lot of mobile providers screaming at us. There's the big four: T-Mobile, Sprint, AT&T, and Verizon. Those are the big four companies out there. None of them offer an unlimited plan like what we can get with Solavei. And the closest competitor is actually our partner, T-Mobile, who charges people $89.99 a month to get an unlimited plan. Okay? Guess what we get as Solavei members? It's not $89. It's much cheaper than that. You're going to be blown away. This is the lowest you'll ever see this price offered anywhere in America. But as a Solavei member, you can get unlimited data, text, and voice for $49 a month, every single month. Never charged an overage, never charged a long distance fee, never charged a roaming fee, never charged for going over your text minutes or your mobile minutes or going over your data minutes. It's $49 unlimited. Todd, what do you got to say about that?
I think it's neat because every time I hear of a lower price, what I do is I research it a little bit, and then I find out there's a gotcha.
There's always a gotcha with the big four.
Yeah, it requires that either you sign a contract or you double up with somebody else, or it really isn't unlimited, even though you thought it was because they said unlimited this and that, but they forgot to mention it's not really unlimited data. So yeah, it really is unlimited on all of this.
Yeah.
And
no contracts.
It does make a big difference.
No credit checks. It's just month to month.
There's no roaming charges either.
No roaming. And most people don't realize this, but you can text internationally. So if you've got friends overseas and you want to send text messages to them, unlimited long distance texting as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I bet you didn't know that, but it's true.
That's
so
cool,
this is pretty cool, you guys. This is a big deal. And this message needs to be told to everybody around us, because there's a lot of people paying a lot of money for their mobile phone bills. That was me, okay? There's me standing in the Verizon line, some months and years ago to get my iPhone 4 because I thought the iPhone 4 was a big deal. And I enjoyed my iPhone 4 until I lost it. But then several months after I lost my iPhone, Solavei fell in my lap, and I was paying $163 a month just for my limited minute plan. I had only so many minutes a month. I could only do so many text messages a month, and I had a 2 gigabyte data plan where I could surf the internet, and once I hit 2 gigabytes, I would get billed another $20 if I wanted more gigabytes of data. I didn't like that at all. I certainly didn't like the fact I was paying $163. But then I found out about Solavei, and I could get all that for $49. That had my mind rocking. So look at this. I am now saving $114 just myself. That's not even including my wife and my daughter, who are soon going to be on the plan as well. That's $114 that I can use to do other things in my life. And whether you're hearing about Solavei for the very first time right now, or you're already in Solavei, there's people right now struggling. They're going through their bills. We just got started with the new month right now, but last month they had to make a decision. Which bill were they going to pay? Were they going to pay this bill, or were they going to shuffle it and wait later? That was a bill they could pay later. Is this an essential bill I have to pay now? Are we going to lose the house if we don't pay this house payment? There are people struggling. And an extra $114 a month can go a big way, can do a lot of help to a lot of the struggling families out there by helping them reduce their expenses so they can get out of their debt. And that's what I love about Solavei. It allows us to reduce our expenses, and it allows us to make a residual monthly income by simply sharing this program with our friends and family. And the CEO, Ryan Wersch of Solavei, says that unlimited 4G data, text, and voice for $49, it's a great deal. And when you share the Solavei vision with others and they join, you earn real money. That's because we think a recommendation from you to your friends and family is the best marketing there is. Other service providers, they spend billions of dollars on traditional advertising with, billboards, TV ads. You see the Droid commercials everywhere, right? So they spend billions of dollars on traditional advertising, try to woo you and woo in new customers. But we think that the best money spent is rewarding you guys for bringing new people to Solavei and paying you. It just makes a lot of sense, and I couldn't agree more with that. And it's really the power in relationships you have around you, the people around you. So as I said, we want to help you reduce your monthly expenses so you get more money at the end of your month, and increase your monthly residual income by sharing this with other people. And as I said, the mobile phone companies are constantly advertising and marketing to get your attention, to get you to switch. Go to Sprint, go to Verizon, go to Boost, go to AT&T. Here's the iPhone 5. And they're spending billions of dollars. As a matter of fact, last year they spent $12 billion trying to get your attention to get their mobile phone service and lock you in on a 2-year contract. And what Solavei is going to do is they're going to take all that advertising money and they're going to give it to you. They're going to pay you a commission for sharing it. They're not going to take billboards out. They're going to not, go out there and get advertising on the sides of buses and in movie theaters and on television, because they're going to pay you to be the messenger. And that's the best compensation plan I've ever heard of. So how does it work? You simply just got to go out there and be a little bold. Get out of your comfort zone and go to your friends and family and say, hey, did you hear about this new phone company? $49 a month for unlimited voice, text, and data on a 4G nationwide network. And then your friends are going to be like, what? Say, what? And you're like, yeah, man, unlimited 4G. It's only $49 a month. And guess what? Say, what? You can get paid when you tell your friends about this thing. Wow, this sounds too good to be true. How does it work? Well, let me break it down for you. So now we're going to show you guys how you can get paid and how you can make money with the compensation plan that Solavei's put in place. Little disclaimer here. All examples are for illustration purposes only, and your ability to earn money from Solavei, it depends entirely on your own efforts and abilities. So here's how you make money with Solavei. It all starts with the trio, and a trio means 3. So you get paid with you get paid with Solavei by making trios, bringing 3 people into the program. So just put that in the back of your mind. Trios, trios, trios. You got to make and build trios. So there's really, the trio is the building block of how everything gets done here. So it's made up of 3 people who have service, who are getting a monthly service, and they've activated their service. And every time you sign up 3 people in Solavei, you're going to get paid $20 a month. So that's the building block, is a trio. So the first way you get paid in Solavei is what's called a fast action bonus. And what they want to do is they want to reward you for going out of the gates like a racehorse. And if you can go out there in just 60 days and sign up 12 people, that's 4 trios. And if you can do this within 60 days, you'll make a total of $650 in what's called a FAB bonus, a fast action bonus. So FAB pay is really nice. If you just get 3 people your first 60 days, you'll make a $50 bonus. If you get 6 people, you make a $50 plus $100 bonus. If you get 9 people, you get $50, $100, $200. And if you get the full thing in 60 days, you get the full commission of $650. Now that's cool, because that $650 allows you, if you have to break a contract to get into Solavei because you don't want to be with Verizon or AT&T and Sprint anymore, well, you can break your contract, pay the early termination fee, and the $650 in your pocket pays your way in and covers your expenses. Maybe you want to get a new phone. We've got some amazing phones with Solavei that you can purchase. If you don't have a good phone that works on our network, you can just get one from Solavei, and you can use that $650 to get yourself a really nice phone. So the second way you get paid is what we call trio pay. Every time you build 3 people that you tell into this business and they come in, you're going to get paid $20 a month, residual. So this guy, this is you right here, and you go out there and you get your first trio, and that trio is $20 a month for you. And then you sign up some more people over here, another $20, and another $20, another $20. This little network of 12 people means $80 a month in residual pay. And that's just called trio pay. But I love trio pay because not only do I earn commissions on my people that I personally bring into Solavei. If I bring in, let's say I bring in 12 people, well, I'm going to get $80. And let's say those people bring in people. Well, I'm also going to earn trio pay on them. So anyone I personally enroll, if they go out there and they sign people up and they make trios, I get trio pay on their trios. And this is really cool. So I'm basically doubling my money. If I can build my network and then help my people build their network, I'm getting paid double. And you guys, that's an amazing compensation plan. I just love it. The third way you can get paid is called path pay. This is where it's the network outside of your network. It's the people below you, second level, and all the people that they sign up. So you get paid on your people, you get paid on your people's people, and then as they begin to grow their organizations underneath you and they expand to unlimited depth, that's called path pay. It's your extended network outside of your personal network. And Solavei is going to pay you guys on all the people in your extended network. It's amazing. And then there's path pay bonuses. When you advance in certain rankings, they give you a title after you sign up so many people or build your network so many people huge. You jump in these ranking paths, and as you jump in these paths, they give you checks and bonuses there. So here's a chart that shows you kind of how the path pay and the path bonuses work. Right here, you just get 4 trios. And these are not trios that you created. This is any 4 trios in your extended network. You're going to make $50 a month. This is not your trio pay. This is in addition to trio pay. And you just got to have one personal trio to qualify for this $50 payment. Look at this. If you get 8 trios anywhere in your organization and you've got 2 personal trios here, you're making $100 a month in path pay. And you can see how it grows. If you go from 8 to 12, you get a $500 bonus one time, and now you're making $200 a month. And as you build, the goal is to hit this mark right here. You want to hit this mark right here. Let me get my pen out here and see if I can get my pen. So this is the magic slot right here. You want to hit this $1,000 a month package with 20 trios, which means 60 people in your organization, of which you only have to have sponsored 6 trios. That's 18 people. If you get 18 people that you sponsor and then the rest of your organization builds it out for you, you will get paid $1,000 every single month in path pay. And this is what Ryan Wirch calls making 1,000,000 thousandaires. His goal is to create 1,000,000 people who are getting at least $1,000 a month by having an organization of this size. But look what it goes. It just grows and grows, you guys. I am on the cusp, and Todd is as well, of hitting the 100 trios in our personal network, which is going to mean a $2,000 bonus and a $2,000 a month residual payment just in PathPay. Okay, so I don't know about you, Todd, but that gets me.
Every time I look at this, what I tend to forget is that you also get paid for your trio pay in addition to what you're pointing out right now. So when you're talking about that $1,000 per month, that's in addition to what you're getting for your trio pay. And it's kind of like double dipping, because everybody in your network includes those that are in your personal network, meaning your first and second tier down.
So as Todd was saying, he's really excited about, in addition to the bonuses you can get with PathPay, it's on top of your trio pay. And I can see myself eventually, Todd, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I hope it's less than a year, where I'm going to be sitting with the 2,000 trios in my extended network making $20,000 a month.
Well, let me interrupt you for a minute, because let me explain how that happens and why I got so excited about it. When I joined a program previously a couple of years ago, 3 years ago to be exact, a few of the legs started to take off. They just started to go, and I couldn't catch them because that only went 10 levels deep. With Solavei, your entire network is considered. So let's say this does start to catch on, which it already is. And some of those extended members are starting to pass the word to others, and they're all in your network. So that's how that happens, because when you start to grow, the math is with you, and things start to grow logarithmically and quickly. And that's why that's a very achievable goal for you, Jeff.
But it's mind-blowing, you guys, to think about this. If you do get and you tap into a big group of people, you go out there and find some heavy hitters who know how to network with people, and they build you this massive organization of 2,000 trios in your PathPay, you're hitting that $2,000 residual every single month. But on
20,
top of that, you're also 20,000, I should say. You're hitting that 20,000 residual every month, and you're getting your trio pay on top of that. And I can see easily making, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a month just with Solavei's compensation plan. And the goal, I want you guys to realize, everyone's goal here is that you go out there and you find your 12 people in 60 days. Just get out there, rock this thing in 60 days, and get your fast action bonus. Get your phone paid for, get your phone service paid for, so you don't have any more phone bill. And you're getting a monthly kickback minus your cost. So if you're getting $80 a month and your phone costs you $50 a month, you plus $30 to $20 ahead in the game, and that's free phone service, you guys. And imagine how all of you could sign up 12 people, and they could sign up 12 people, and they could sign up 12 people. How fast your organization is going to explode and grow. So I want to tell you about Lucas. Lucas Yamarillo is down in Miami, Florida. This kid, he's just a young guy. This guy joined our group in Solavei, and he'd done a little bit of network marketing before, but not a lot. But he got captured by this plan. He got captured by this idea, and what he did is he decided that when Solavei launched on the September the 21st, he was going to have a party at his house, and he was going to host a group of people. So what he did is he had 11 people. You see in this picture over here on the left, 11 people showed up at his house. And they watched the presentation. They watched and listened to, what was going on with Solavei. And then 2 weeks later, this group of 11 exploded into a hotel meeting of 110 people that were interested in Solavei. That was just last week. And now this Thursday, this kid who's just built this tiny organization is now exploded. They expect 250 people on Thursday night at a hotel. And then Solavei is coming to Miami, and they're going to be there supporting Miami. They expect to have 500 people representing at the Solavei open house on October the 21st in Miami. And this all started, you guys, 5 weeks ago. 5 weeks ago, and it's gotten that big this fast. There's nothing stopping any of you of duplicating this exact same process. Just get people together, share the message, and it just sells itself. So, you know, this business in Solavei is built on not having to do any selling. It's all about sharing. And if you can just get out there and share this message with people, you can make a huge residual income with this company. So how do we get the message out there? How do we get people to find out about what Solavei's got? There's two ways you can do it. One of them is by sharing through two types of systems. One is word of mouth, which is like face-to-face, direct sharing with people, meeting people, hugs, handshakes, high fives. This is where you're pressing the flesh and you're just sharing with people like you share with people about a good meal, a good movie, a good sermon you've heard, and you talk about it with people. And you can do that with Solavei. It's a very simple business that blows up with word of mouth. Some of you have burned your warm markets out. Some of you can't go to your family and friends anymore because you've been to them too much, and when they see you coming, they're like running the other way, because like, oh gosh, here they come with another, you know, make money at home deal. And so you kind of burn that right to be heard. And we understand that. I've been there too. So we've got word of mouth marketing. This is where you can market on the internet and share with people who don't know you yet, but build virtual relationships with people by virtual face-to-face systems and marketing systems. And these are the only two ways that you can grow any type of network marketing direct sales company, is through these two systems. I think the word of mouth is the easiest and fastest and most duplicatable method because it takes no technology and people don't have to learn a bunch of stuff. If they get into word of mouth, then they got to spend 6 weeks learning this internet marketing principle, 7 weeks to learn this, and 8 weeks to learn that. And pretty soon, 2 or 3 months have gone by and they haven't talked to a soul yet because they're stuck learning. They're stuck in education mode. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Just get out of the gates. Make a list of people in your warm market and just start calling them. And that's the fastest way you guys can reach success with this thing.